Hello guys, so welcome again to my YouTube channel. So in this video we will be looking at the things that we left in the previous video. Like we had implemented routing in our React project. If I click on hero page, then it will redirect me to this hero page. If I'll try to go to villain page, it will redirect me to this villain page. And if I click on home, then it will redirect me here. And what if I suppose some route here somebody mentions that is not present there, then what will happen? So as you can see, there is nothing is being rendered here apart from this navbar. So in order to fix this, we really don't want our users to see this blank page if they are accidentally typing something wrong, or there's a chance that by mistake any other thing gets printed here instead of the things that we have already mentioned. Like if his hero page is there and then somebody types some other characters, then the page that will be rendered will be completely blank. So in order to tackle this, if any page is missing in our code, then what we can do? So we can just make another route here. Okay, and instead of giving it any path, we can just provide one star here, and we can render some element here. Okay, so as if now I haven't made any pages, so first of all let me make one page for this. I'll go here, I will write page not found. Okay, inside it I'll make a JSX element. Okay, then I will write RAFC. Then this template will be rendered. Now inside this, I want to show the user that they have landed into some page that they are not supposed to view. Okay, so what I can do, I can take one image tag. Here inside the SRC, what I can do, I'll go, I have this image. You can find it just by Googling and copying the image address. Here you can paste it. Okay, now I'll save it. And what I will do, I'll just go to my all routes here, and I will call this element here just page not found. Okay, I'll save it. Now I'll go to my UI. Now if I'll write something that is not, there is no component for that page, that path, then users will see this thing, then they will know that they have landed in the page that has not been implemented. Okay, it will always show this thing only, whichever part that no component is being rendered, this thing will be getting rendered. Okay, you can type anything slash anything here, you will see that this page will be rendered here. Why this is happening? Because we have implemented this in all routes using this star marks. This simply means that whatever paths that has not been defined here, apart from these paths, if any other URL is being rendered or hit, then it should display this component. Okay, now this we did. Now we can give it some styling as well. Let go to inspect, then we will select this, we can give it some height and all so that it can look good. Okay, we'll just select this. Okay, now height we can give 100 and width we can give 50%. Okay, Now you can see how it will look. It is looking like this. Okay. Now we can give some margin also from top. Let me again select this image. Then from margin also we can give some top margin. What will be fine? 4 will be good. Okay. So now it is looking nice. So now the user has landed on this page, but there should be some button as well so that the user can be redirected to home. Here home is already there, then they can click here and they can move. But what about if they can't see this home page as well? Then we can just go inside this element. We can provide them a just a simple button. Okay, so what do we go to home? Nice. Now here we can give it some class name. Button primary. Then hmm, this will be fine. Okay. Now we can go here and we can see, but the class name here is missing. So we'll provide here whatever classes we give. Height we can leave it. It is already occupying 100%. Width we can give. Then we can give it some margin from top 4. Okay. Now let's see how it is looking. But the button is appearing here. So how we can fix it? We can just give it a div element. Inside it I can render this and I can give it here also one div and I can give it like this. Now it is visible here. Now go to home is not working. Now how we can handle that? So we can give it some link here. So in order to do that, what we can do is we can paste our link, but we will have to import it also from React Router DOM. Okay, this is the link. We did it. Now you can see link has been imported from React Router DOM as well. Now once user will click here, then they should be redirected to slash. Okay, slash is where my homepage is being rendered as if now. I'll save it. Let's click. Now you can see we went there. Okay, we were redirected to our home page. Now again you can see. Now click on home. It will redirect to home page. Now we achieved this. Now what we are going to see is private routes. How we can implement private routing in our components. So if you guys would be finding it difficult to understand how I am using this class names, that then I have explained it in my previous videos. We need a bootstrap package for that. Okay, then we can go here in our all routes and you can see I have imported this bootstrap package here. Okay, using this bootstrap slash dish from bootstrap min.css. Okay, we will save this thing once, and once we will import in our app.jsx file, then it will be applied everywhere. Okay, nice. Now let's move on and implement our uh, login component. So let me just make you understand the flow. Like suppose there we are making some sites where the user needs to log in first. If the user is not logged in, then he should not be able to view some of the things or access some of the pages. Now in order to do that, what we can do, first we need to make a login page. So we will go here. We will make another folder, name login. Okay, login page, you can name it. Then login page.jsx, right? then follow the same command to get a template here. Now we got this. Now what we are going to do, we will make a form in which I'll be asking the user to input his details, like whatever thing he has used to sign up. Now we will render this login component at slash login path. Okay, so let's just do this. We will describe the path as slash login. Then here we will call our component login page and we'll save it. Now let's go to our UI and see at slash login nothing is appearing as if now because we haven't implemented anything inside this form. Okay, so what we are going to do is just let's go on this Bootstrap website. There are already some of the forms with good styling available. So let's just copy and paste this. We will take this email address. Okay, we'll copy this and we'll paste it here. It is throwing some error. Why? Because the input needs a closing tag here as well. Okay, now save it. Now let's take the password. Okay, password is here. Now let's copy in this as well. And we will take one more div here. Inside this div, we will paste this. Again, it is throwing the same error. Let's fix this. Because in HTML, inputs can be written like this without a slash closing tag. But in React, we need to close it properly using slash. Okay, otherwise it won't be compiled properly. So we'll save it. Then I'll give it a class name, the same class name that has been given here. That is margin bottom 3. Okay, so that there will be some space between these two inputs. Now we'll verify this code, but here you can see it is class, but in React it will give some error while compiling. So let's rename it as class name. Similarly, we will do this as well. Class name. Okay, name nice. Now let's save it and let's go on our UI and see how it is appearing. So it is appearing like this right now. So how we can fix it? We can leave it or we can just comment it out as if now. Okay, we'll save it. So we are getting these two, email address and passwords. And one more thing we will need is we will need a button also to submit these details. We will call it login. Okay, we'll give it the same MB3 class name. This button we can give a class name of by btn, then btn primary. Okay, so that it can be aligned with our theme. Okay, so you can see a button also appearing right now. Let's style it further. We'll go inspect mode, then we will select this whole element. Didn't get selected properly. We'll select this form. Let's give it some styling like width 50. Let us give it, it will look nice. Okay, now it is now what we can do, margin top 4 we can give. Okay, it's kind of nice. Now let's go here to our form element. Now we can write the same thing here, width 50, margin top 4. Let's save it. Let's go to the UI, but everything is coming on the left side. How we can fix it? We'll again open the inspect mode. We'll select our elements. Hmm, Where are elements? This one is our element. Form is this. And this one is the div that is wrapping it. So we will give this div some styling. First of all, we will give it display flex. With display flex only, you can see it came right in the middle. Okay, no need to give anything else. So let's just give it display flex. Display flex is written as dflex in Bootstrap. Okay, so now it is quite good, looking good. Now margin top, not that much. Let's give it some margin here as well. Margin top 4. Now it is looking much good. Now here we can give it card as well. Card and shadow. Okay, so it is looking like this now. We will give it some padding as well, 3. Okay, now it is like looking quite good. Now our login form is almost complete. We will give it some title. Here we can write HP tag we will take, and login form I can say. Then here I can give some class name, or otherwise we can do one more thing. We can go inside here. We can like take a div. We will give it this. We can give it class name, card header, and we can wrap this whole element inside, and we can name it as card body. Okay. Mm, Last name card body dash body. Now let's save it, prettify it, and again save it. Now let's go on our UI. Let's see how it is appearing. So it is appearing like this right now. P, we can give some styling to P as well. Font size 2 we can give. Now let's see how it will appear. So it is appearing like this. We can give some background color as well if you want. Okay. So this is good for now. We can remove this padding from here so that it will look much nicer now. Yeah. As you can see, we can give some font width here, font width bold, and we can give it text white, and this one we can give BG primary. Okay, save it. Now let's go on our UI. You can see now the login form is looking quite good. Nice. Now we implemented this login form. Similarly, we can give the user a option if they are not already logged in. Then they can just click and go to sign up page as well. Here we can make one more div. Okay, we will give here class name MB3 only. Okay, now inside this, what we are going to write inside p tag, we will write if not a user, then please, and I will write it strong. I will keep this strong and sign up. I'll write. Okay. Now let's save it. See how it is appearing here. Not a user, then please sign up. Then please sign up. We can give it a class name as well. Text primary. Okay. Now let's go. You can see here. We can wrap this inside a link as well so that they can be redirected to a sign up page. Okay. In most of the website, you will see a flow like this only. So it's better to learn this. Okay. Now save it. You can see link is not defined. Okay. So first we'll have to import this link from our React Router DOM. Okay. Then save it. You can write it like this and import as well. Okay. Now save it, and here I will give a path to dash slash sign up. Okay. Then they can click here and they will be redirected to a sign up page. But sign up page has not been implemented. That is why it is saying 404 ops page not found. Okay. So now in order to build a sign up page, now let's go and build a sign up page. For that, what we are going to do, we will make one more for folder, sign up, we will name it. Okay. Similarly, we will make a JSX component, sign up dot JSX, then RAFC. Fine. Now we can go to login page and we can copy this whole thing. We can do it like this as well. Or what do you say? We should try something new. How? We can make one single input and we can do it all the things that are needed. Okay. Uh, that will be much better because we are learning React and it's better to learn how we can reuse a single component again and again. Okay. So let's take this input component from here. I'll copy it and let's make our new folder which will say reusable components. Okay. Reusable usable components. Okay. And inside this we can make various components. Let's make the input component first. Input input.jsx rfc we will do. Now here we got it. Now simply we will paste this input here. Okay, nice. We can delete this div as well because we don't actually need it. Okay, it will contain one single input only. So what things we can expect from here? Type we can take, then class name we can take, then ID if needed, or placeholder we can take as if now placeholder. Nice. Now what we are going to do here is we will take like this, and here we can type. Okay. So from the props it will take, and the class name as well we can use it here. If you don't want to use this same thing, then you can write something like prop type. Okay, to differentiate. Here you can say prop class name, prop placeholder. Okay. Now we can save it, and similarly we will call it here. Prop class name will call it here. Prop placeholder we will call it here. Nice. Done. Now let's go here. Login page. Similarly, we can make a label component as well. Let's make a label component. Label.jsx rafc rafc. Now label component we will just paste it here. So what we are taking, just class name, and here we can say title. Okay, and inside this we can take this title. Okay, now we can again take prop class name here, and we can pass it here. Okay, now both two reusable components are done. Now moving on to the other component that we can reuse, which is the login page. Here it is. Div is there. Two things we needed. Button also we can make it as a reusable component. Now let's make this as also reusable component. This button, let's call it here button.jsx rafc. Now we will call the button component here. Button will also take a title. Mm, Here we can call this title. Nice. Now class name also we can pass from here. Class name. This prop class name we can pass here. Okay. Nice. Just save it. Anything else that can be reused? No. This message also we can reuse, but as of now I don't think it will be of much use. It can be reused as well. Let's make this also a reusable component. What it will say? Message. uh, Message dot jsx rafc will do. Now here we will call this as well. Now here we'll write message, then redirect link, then redirect component. Message we can copy or call here, then redirect link we can provide it here, and the redirect component we can call the name here. Redirect component name we can say name. Okay, nice. Let's just save it. Now we can go to our login page now. So we have made the reusable components. You can see. Now what we are going to do, we will take an array const form details. Okay, we will take an array. Inside this, we will take some objects. Then we can just search what we need in label first. Label, we will need email address to be passed. Where is the label? Label is here. So we need the prop class name and title. Okay. Hmm. So we'll go to login page. Inside this, we will have a label. Okay. Then label will be also an object. Then input, this will be an object as well. So label, what we are expecting, title, some title. Then what is the next thing that we are expecting? Prop class name. Prop class name, we can pass it here. Now inputs, what we are expecting. In inputs, let's see what we are expecting. Where is the input box? Input box is here. So we are expecting prop type. So we can go here. Prop type. Now we will save it. After that, what else are needed? Then prop class name is needed. Then we can go here, prop class name. Then what else is needed? Let's see, prop placeholder is needed. Let's go and give it prop placeholder as well. So form details are almost completed. Mm, let's save it. But how many buttons are there? One, two buttons are there. Okay, so for two buttons, I will need two objects, similar kind of objects. Okay, I'll make one more object with same parameters. Okay, so first is email address. Then what is the class name that we want to pass? Class name is list form control as if now. Form label it is. So let's pass it form label here. Nice. Now let's go to input. Then input we need type. Type is email. Prop class name. Let's search what is the prop class name for it. Form control as if now. So form control. Then the placeholder what it is. Enter. We can write enter your email address. Okay. Nice. For the second one, we'll say password. Prop is form label. Then prop type is password, or you can say just text right now as of now. Okay. Last name is form input. Okay, form control it is. Okay, control. Then enter your password. Okay, nice. So let's format it. Good. Now this card body, this is done. So now we will make a component for this as well. Let's make it card title dot jsx or afc. card title we are going to give it. Login form, here we can pass the title, and here we can say title title. Okay, now we can save it. Now we can go here, we can save. Now we will be doing one by one, calling our elements here. Then let's call the first component. What is card title? Card title we called. Then we'll give it title. What will be the title? Login form. Now inside the body, card body, what we are going to do? We will just as if now there is this MB. So as if now what I'm going to do, I'll just hmm. So first let's call this label here. Okay, label component here. Label, okay, label from label component it is. Okay. Now what are the things that label is taking? Title. Title will say email address. Okay, address. Then what else it is expecting? Prop class name. Prop class name. We'll pass it afterwards. Though this is the case, email and like this we need to pass. Okay. So what we are going to do? We will remove both of this. Okay. Now what we are going to do here is we will take one form. We will call this form details array. Then we will iterate over it. Element we can say and idx. Okay. Then we will call it like this. Then inside this we will just append what this whole thing. We'll copy. We'll paste it here. Okay. Now we'll have to write it here return as well. Okay. Otherwise it won't return anything because in map what happens, we always need to return any the things whatever is being iterated, the element we need to return. Map always return something. Okay. Now here I will call this label. Now I'll close it. What label will accepting title? Then from where I will get this title? Label dot title. Okay. Then prop class name elim dot label dot prop class name. Okay. So these things passed. Now we'll go to input element input. Now what input was expecting? Prop title, prop type. What is the prop type? Dot input dot prop type. Then prop class name element dot input dot prop class name. Then prop placeholder element dot input dot placeholder. Prop placeholder will say. Nice. Now let's prettify it, and now let's save it. Now let's see how our UI is appearing. Sign up is not there. Let's go to login page. I hit enter. So it is now appearing like this. Okay, email address is coming, login is also coming. Uh, Pretty good. Now the only thing is we'll fix it later. Okay, so this thing is done. Now we will call this button component here. Button component that we made. Now what we'll do with button component title, it is expecting. What was the title? Login. Now what else it is expecting? Class name, prop class, prop class name. What we are going to pass for prop class name? We'll pass btn, then btn primary. Okay, nice. We'll save it. Now we'll go to another. Login is not defined. Okay, we'll do it like this. Okay, okay. Now let's save it. Now it is fine. Now we'll move on to here. Here we will call our message component. Message component, then what props it is expecting? Message. Then we'll pass this message here. Nice. Then redirect component link it is expecting. So we'll pass this thing here. The next thing what it is expecting, let's pass this thing. Sign up. Okay. Mm, now. And now we can remove this. So our form component is ready. Now let's save it and see how it is appearing. But link is not defined. Why? Where is link not defined? Message JSX. Let's go to message JSX and let's import link from React Router DOM. Now let's save it. Now we will to our UI. You can see this is appearing fine. Sign up is also coming. Okay, when we'll click on sign up, then it will be redirected to sign up page, which doesn't exist as of now. Okay, so login form is ready. Now let's make this whole form reusable. How we can do that? This card title also we need to get from these props itself. Now let's pass here inside this form details are there, so it will be appended in this class. So how we can do that? We can think of something. This is form details. Now we can make one more thing like const card title. Card title we will take. We will take this card title as login form. We will make this whole form itself a reusable component so that we don't have to write again the codes for sign up form. Okay, this done. Is there anything else that is button? Yeah, for button as well we will need some details. So const button details we can write what we need for button title we need and prop class name we need. So title Let's take the title login and prop class name is equal to btn and btn pr primary we can say. Okay. Now button will get the title from here. Button details dot title. Now here it will get the details from button. Button details dot prop class name. Nice. What else we need? The message also we need. So let's take this message as well. Const message details. Details is equal to this message redirect link redirect component name. Okay, message we can take then message what we can write here. This one we can take. Okay, we can copy paste it here, then we can go down, then redirect link we need. Redirect direct link we need slash sign up as if now, then redirect component name we need sign up. Okay, sign up. Nice. Now we will pass these details as well here. Message details dot message, then message details dot redirect link, then message details dot redirect component name. Okay, so now we'll save it. Now we will go to our UI. Let's see how it is appearing. And inside this, here we need one more thing. Like we need to give it justify content or justify center in Bootstrap. Really? I don't think so. It's justify center. Just let's write content as well. Now it is fine. Sorry, I sometimes get messed up with Bootstrap classes and Tailwind classes. Okay, no issues, not a big deal. Now this is almost ready. Now our class form component is ready. Now what we can do, we can just copy this form component and can make a reusable form component as well. Okay, and .jsx. Wow, RAFC we did. Yeah, now we can just copy paste our form component here. Oh shit, no issues. Let's get here. Let's get down. Now let's copy this thing, bring it here, paste it here. Nice, we got it here. So now this is done. But what will be our form component accepting here? So from login component, what we are taking? Form details. Okay, we will be accepting form details. Then what else we will be expecting? Card title we are expecting. We can write here card title. Then from login, what we else we are expecting? Button details we are expecting. We can write here button details. Then what else? Yeah, is message details also we are expecting. So we can write here message details. So most of the things are aligned now. We can save it. Now we can go to our login page and here we can just call our form component. Okay, nice, our form component. Let's reuse it. So card title will pass card title, and then okay, form details will pass the form details. Then what else we are expecting? Button details will pass button details. Then message details will pass. Anything else is remaining? Everything we have passed. So now we'll call, just save it. But let's see, we are getting a lot of errors. Card title is not defined. Label, input, button, message. Why this thing is coming? Because we haven't imported these things here. Title here. Now let's import it. Label, import it. Input, import it. Button, import it. Message, import it. Now let's save it. And after saving, now let's head on to the UI and see how is it appearing. So all the errors are gone now and it is appearing fine. Now if I'll click on sign up, it will redirect me to sign up page, but there is nothing. Now let's go to our code and start implementing the sign up page. Hmm, Login page. Okay, most of the codes I wrote inside the login page itself, the reusable components. Okay, so let's comment these things out. That's why we should arrange everything properly. That was a mistake from my end. Now I will correct it. Just give me a little bit of time. That's it. Let's remove this as well. Now what I'm going to do, mm, inside reusable component, this should be. So I'll move, then title also, move, home component also, move, label also, move, then messages also, move. Now it's fine. Now we'll save our login page, then we'll go to form component. Now let's import everything one by one. With card title, I think the routes have not been updated yet, so I'll go just one by one to each component. Now I'll go to login page. Inside form component, I will go. Okay, so no issues. Form component, here it is. Form component, I'll go. Then card title, I'll import again. Label, I'll import again. Input, input is I'll import again. Button also I'll import again. Message also I'll import again. Now I'll save it. Save everything. Now everything is imported. Form component is not defined. Let's go to login page first. And let's define the form component. Okay. Now save it. Now it should work. Let's go to the UI and it is throwing card title is not defined. Blah blah blah. Let's go to form component now. Label is here, card is here. Okay, card title is not defined. It is saying which card title, the bigger ones are not defined. Let's do one thing, just restart our server once again because I have imported everything. It shouldn't be an issue. Okay. As you can see, if you are importing manually, then you can use this thing. Everything is inside reusable components and you can import it like this. Now, till my server is starting, I'll make a new sign up component. Sign up. I already made, I think. Sign up is here. Yeah. Now, sign up is here. So inside this sign up .jsx is here. Now, I'll save this. I'll need what I'll need. Now let's go and check our UI. Home is there. Slash login. Let's go to slash login. So login is coming fine. In a similar fashion, we will make this. We will make the sign up component as well. We will need these fields. Okay, password we will not need this time. We will need some other things. Let's remove this password from here. Let's move it up. Password I don't want. I want the name. Form label text. It will be string. Yeah, it will be text. Enter your name. I'll remove it. I'll make it enter your name. Okay. Then email address is fine. Then I'll tell the user to fill the password. Okay. Password is good. Yeah. Now it's fine. Now login form, I will name it as sign up form. This I'll make a sign up button primary instead of primary. Let's make it success. If not a user, if already a user, then please login. I'll write here login, and here I will mention the path of slash login. Now everything is done. I just need to call my form component. Form component is called now. So what are the things that it is accepting? Form details. Now the next thing it accept is card title. The next thing would be button details. The next thing would be the message details. Message details, and let's save it. Now let's go. Click on our sign up page. Still not rendered. Why? Because I haven't called it, right? I haven't mentioned any route and I haven't called it in all routes. So here now what I'm going to do is I'll call this sign up, and here I will render this sign up component. Now let's save it. Now let's go to login page. What is the path that has been assigned? No, let's go to sign up page itself. Where is login page? Yeah. What I'm passing it here, same. Nice. Now I'll save it. I'll go here. You can see the sign up form. Now I can go here in my sign up page.jsx. Here I will just give the class names that were deflex, justify content center, then empty 4. I'll save it and boom, let's see. So my sign up form is also ready, right? Now, if already a user, then please log in. If I'll click on login, then it will redirect me to this login page, email and password. If not a user, then please sign up. Then clicking on sign up will land on this page. Okay. So this is done. Now we'll save it. Now, if a user is signing up, then we should store its details somewhere, right? That detail should be stored somewhere, and we should be able to access it. And while logging in the user, we should match those details so that the user can be logged in and he can be authorized to access our other pages. So how this can be achieved? So we need to add functionality for that. So those things I'll be covering up in my next video, because this video has already been very long. And please continue watching this, because all the functionalities, how we will be grabbing inputs and everything and storing it, will be covered in the next video. So stay tuned. And if you guys like watching my videos and it is proving to you a helpful resource, then please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.